What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a story time for you I think you're going to enjoy. It's a story time with love, a story time with betrayal, and honestly, I'm lying, it doesn't really have either of those. It is about a kid that makes a crap ton of money off of a very lucky situation, though, and that's still a pretty fun story time. Regardless, though, I think it should be a fun one. And before we get into it, be sure to press the like button, or no joke, no scam, you'll never get this lucky, and let's go.
I'm getting quiet now. Lay low when you reach, so I'm piping down. Making out, stack the
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now the person who sent this in, I do gotta say, is honestly one of the luckiest people that I've ever met, because it's a kid that managed to make like $30,000 by just being in the right place at the right time. So I'm pretty partial to stories that take place in grocery stores, because that was my first job, and I just think it's fun when stuff goes like that. I guess this kid lives in a small town in like Midwest America somewhere. He did tell me the state, I'm not going to expose him like that, but it's somewhere where there still is like, you know, small family-owned grocery stores. I don't know if it's just because I live in a big city, but out here, the only grocery stores you get are ones with like 7,000 locations that have a corporate office that definitely talks a lot about synergy at their corporate retreats. But I guess this guy actually worked at a grocery store that was still owned by like a mom and a pop, and they stocked everything themselves. They made sure that they knew what people wanted. If someone like had a new product, they would check it out. And overall, it was a really good time working at this grocery store. And because it was a mom and pop shop, they were pretty accommodating to his schedule. And in return for them being accommodating to his schedule and just overall treating him well, this guy worked really, really hard. He felt like it was the least he could do since the family was so nice and helped him out so much with his schedule, is that like he would just be a really hard worker when he was there. And when he got there was a lot of clutter and whatnot. The owners weren't necessarily organized, and one day he took some initiative. He said, hey, I'm going to clear out those file cabinets in the back. Is that okay? And the guy said, yeah, absolutely, sure. And so he starts clearing out these filing cabinets, and there was just crap shoved in there. It was like papers, there's some items, dude. There was cans from like the 80s. There had been stuff that is here from a long time. But in one of these drawers in this filing cabinet, he opens it up, and when he opens it, he looks in and he really can't believe his eyes. But it looks like there's like trading cards of some kind. It looks like trading card tins that are flipped upside down. And you can see that they're still sealed in plastic wrap, but because everything else in here is old and hasn't been touched in years, he kind of gets excited. So he picks up the tin and he flips it over, and sure enough, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh card tin from like the earliest they released. And there's a lot of them. It was literally a box of, okay, I'm going to say this. I don't know if you guys are going to know what this is. It's a 2003, it's the Blue Eyes White Dragon sealed tin, okay? There was like a bunch of them. If you don't know what that is, just know it's like a Yu-Gi-Oh thing that's very rare to find sealed. They're about $600 a tin. And he had found like a box of them that had just been shoved in this filing cabinet and closed. And so he stays, he cleans up the filing cabinets, he's freaking out a bit. And so, you know, he walks up to the owner and he says, hey, I found these really old sealed Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I think they might be worth something. I just wanted to let you know. And keep in mind, the owners of this mom and pop shop had been really impressed by this kid's hard work and initiative. And he says, all right, well, I don't know anything about cards. I would never sell them. So because you took the initiative to clean out the office, I want you to have them. And when he says that, the kid literally has to be like, are you sure? He lets him know that when he says they're worth money, he means serious money. And the guy's like, yeah, no, I get it. I'm just never going to sell them. So seriously, thanks for cleaning those out. You can keep it. So he has this box of tins, right? And there was nothing really else in there, but he has this box of old sealed Yu-Gi-Oh tins. And he goes home and he goes out and he lays them on his bed and he starts counting them out. And he has 47 of these things that he had found sealed in this one box. There had been some in other areas, but like it's all the same type of card tin. It was almost like they had got a box in to sell when they had come out and then just kind of forgotten about it. So he starts counting it out, and sure enough, he goes online looking up prices and whatnot, and all in all, it ends up coming to about $30,000 worth of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that he had just found in this dude's like cabinet that they had just stowed away. And so when he finds that out, he realizes that like he's got to let the owner know how much it's worth, because he would feel bad taking this and selling it and like, you know, not giving the guy a chance to be like, whoa, I want some of that. So he goes and he tells his boss that, you know, it's going to be tens of thousands of dollars. I just wanted to give you a chance to take it back. And he says, kid, I don't know how many times I got to tell you this. The cards are yours. I understand you got lucky. You know what they're worth. Congratulations. They're yours. And like the owners were so cool that even after they found out that they had given this kid like thousands and thousands of dollars in Yu-Gi-Oh cards, they were just still chill about it. I feel like at that point, most people would have like started being like, no, I need those back. Actually, they're my sons. Maybe that's just because I've read so many horror stories about people who like win the lottery and then all of their cousins start suing them for crazy stuff. I just assumed that's what people would do, but no, the owners were incredible. In fact, if anything, they were like proud of him for figuring out what they were worth. Because truthfully, their logic was they were literally just going to sit there forever. There was never going to be a chance they were going to get sold, and if they did get collected by them cleaning it out, they probably would have just gotten thrown away. So honestly, the fact that he got them, they thought was like a sign he was supposed to just have it. But yeah, he did end up selling them, obviously, because, like, you know, when you're working at a grocery store, $30,000 is a crap ton. It's a crap ton of money, period. But especially when you're working for, like, minimum wage at a grocery store and you're a teenager, he probably felt like the richest kid on the planet, bro. Alright, guys, if you take a look at your screen for 1 second, you will see a gift card code. For those of you that don't know, I give away a gift card in every single video I post here on the channel as a way to just say thank you to you guys for supporting the channel by subscribing and turning on those notifications. So if you haven't done that already, you should definitely do it. And yeah, on that note, I will shut up and get back to the video. Thank you, and appreciate you all turning on noties. Anyways, he ended up taking that money and buying himself a car. He ended up getting a bunch of cool stuff. Then he still saved a bunch of it for college, but to this day, he talks about the story like it's the greatest thing to happen to him, because it probably is. In terms of like how much work he did for how much money he got, yeah, there might be a chance where he makes another like fat $30,000 check, but I guarantee you it's going to be a lot more work than clearing out a filing cabinet and finding some cards, dude, and selling them on eBay. I will say, though, a lot of that is just, like, knowing what you got. It's kind of similar to this. They probably would have just thrown it away. So, you know, if you weren't in the right place at the right time, it wouldn't have worked out. The universe works in wild ways. I will also say, though, if anything you can learn from this is just seize an opportunity, bro. You get a chance to clean an old filing cabinet. You don't know if there's old cards in there, but hey, you know what's the worst that could happen? You find some old Pokemon cards, make a couple 10,000 bucks, make college a hell of a lot cheaper. It's a W in my book. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much all there is to the story. I know this was another short one. I just thought it was really cool when I read it. What are the odds of stumbling a bunch of old trading cards and selling them for some cha-cha-cha-ching? So I figured y'all would enjoy. If you did, you can head on down there and press the like button. It would really help the video do better. You can also really help me out by taking a second to comment something down below. If you don't know what to comment, just go ahead and comment Yu-Gi-Oh! It helps the video do better. Along with that, if you really want to help me out, you can check out the intro song, which can be found in the description. I'd appreciate it. You can also check out my podcast, The Scuffed Cast, which can be found down there as well. And if you really want to help out, using code SCRUBBY at the G Fuel checkout gets you a discount on the best energy drink for gamers and helps me out. And last, but certainly not least, of course, if you want to get yourself the coolest merch to ever exist, then take a look at your screen and look at it, because there it is, the swaggiest merch of all time. And it can be yours by scrolling on down to the description, clicking the link, checking out the Teespring store, and buying it. But yeah, on that note, guys, that's really all I got for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Always be on the lookout for really old stuff you can sell for a lot of the money is the moral of today's video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with the next one. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and I'm out. Peace.